I think, you know, if manufacturers are to take advantage of that data, then they have to think about what analytics they need to apply to it to deliver business outcomes. We kind of think of this now as an analytics of things approach, which is not to invent a new word, but it's to invent, you know, to think about the way in which the business outcome is more important than the technology. And it's not a case of ripping and replacing. I think you have to do this very carefully because you've got to make sure the production lines continue to run. Therefore, we've developed a process which we think is right and has been tested with a number of different companies. And I think the first place to start is about bringing the company together and running a transformation workshop to try and understand what the business outcome is against the KPIs of the business. If you then, you know, understand that what's going on, what data is available, what the outcomes are, it's about rapidly prototyping afterwards. Then, you know, sort of delivering a proof of value, not a proof of concept. You know, you're not trying to prove a technology. What you're trying to do is prove the value that that will bring. And you know, we know that companies that you know, adopt these techniques, you know, are producing something like 26% more profit than those that are not. I think the biggest advantage is being able to survive the next few years of business. Really, it's around how can a business take advantage of the data to develop new processes, new services, and new products. You know, it's using the Amazon model as much as anything else, mining that data to really get to grips with what it means and what can be done with it. Whether it's through, you know, call handling or whether it's through machine learning, so that you can make your manufacturing operation more effective as you're producing goods. Not necessarily efficient, but more effective. Can make goods cheaper and more efficiently. Yeah, so Kaiser is a very interesting case. They sell these huge compressors, and you know, they've been selling them for many years, and they asked us and an ecosystem of suppliers to get together to think about how they could use the data that these compressors, the sensors on the compressors, were being used. And the way in which they did that is they took this data and were able to find a way to actually, instead of selling the compressor, sell air as a service. In other words, air by the minute. I think that's a kind of cool use case, really, and really that they've driven huge market share from just doing that small thing, changing their business model. That's the power of data.